Shalom, shalom. It's Brother Maccabee from GMS Colorado, GMS Denver. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. I want to give double honors unto the elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of Israel, whether you can accept that or not. I would also like to extend a sincere shalom to all the Akim out there who are pushing this word with truth and sincerity across the four corners and four winds of the earth. Also, shalom to the sincere Akwat and Akim who are out there listening and learning. To you, I say shalom. All right, hold on one sec. I'm going to jump into this and get all this bullshit out of here real quick. Okay. Just going to jump into this lesson real quick. Salah. I was looking for that. 13 though. So, just gonna start here. Okay. I'm gonna start at 4. And this is Deuteronomy 13:4. And it reads, okay, ye shall walk after Yahweh, your Yahweh, and fear him and keep his commandments and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him and cleave unto him. Okay, which is really the duty of all Israel, man. All right, at least the elect are going to adhere to this. Those who have the ears to hear, the eyes to see that these prophecies are playing out throughout the scripture. That these end game prophecies are playing out. You know, to be more specific, and you know, as an Israelite, as a hopeful elect member, man, you're going to keep this in mind. You know, you're going to try to do your best effort to cleave unto Yahweh, especially in these coming times in JT, because really without Yahweh, man, there's no way that you know, brothers will make it to the missiles, let alone through JT. You know, without Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, man. All right, without what Esau would call divine intervention, you know, there's no way out of JT, man. You know, we had a group discussion yesterday, just simply on, you know, there's no way out of this thing. There's no way to escape judgment, man. It's a one-way street. You know, you came into this thing, especially for brothers who are already in the fold. You came into this thing knowing that this was a blood in, blood out deal. And if you didn't know, that's how the Lord does business, man. You know, you fuck around in this truth too much. You dick around too much. You play with it too much, and the Most High will put you to death. It's not a game. So especially coming into these times that we're about to go into, entering into JP, but reading down to 5 here. This Deuteronomy 13:5. And that prophet or dreamer of dreams shall be put to death, because he has spoken to turn you away from Yahweh, your Yahweh, which brought you out of the land of Egypt and redeemed you out of the house of bondage. All right, which is what Egypt means, bondage. To thrust thee out of the way which Yahweh which Yahweh thy Yahweh commanded thee to walk in. So shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee. Okay. Basically getting into, man, you know, all of these false prophets and false Israelite camps and false preachers and pastors that are doing this for filthy lucre. Hey man, the Most High is going to put you niggas to death, man, because they are leading the flock astray. These other doctrines that are, you know, I just to name one, you know, the idea that you know, the earth is on the back of a turtle shell floating throughout the galaxy and all this other shit. This is just simple madness, man. It just completely teaches, you know, there's a vibe of confusion and ignorance among the world, man. All right, that literally puts you you know, the spirit of most people at enmity with all things that come through Yahweh. They're literal enemies of Yahweh, but someone has to be the 2/3. Okay, and the people who don't believe, you know, they're gonna die in their unbelief. The Most High don't give a damn what the heathen think. Okay, actually, he would prefer that they not care, so he could show his power. But us as hopeful elect members, brothers who want to be included in that fold, we're not paying attention to you niggas, man. All right. If it's not scriptural, then we're not dealing with it, man. All right. Let's get another one here. Let's get out them damn churches, man. For the most part, you ain't gonna learn nothing in there. It just spread wickedness. We was talking about that yesterday too, amongst the brothers. This is Ecclesiastes 5:7, and it reads, "For the multitude of dreams and many words, there are also endeavors and vanities, but fear thou Yahweh." Okay, so that's what we gotta do, man. All right, there's a multitude of different delusions and false hopes and religions and ideologies and philosophies and different books to try and live by, man. We are to fear Yahweh, man. All right, that's the end all be all when it comes to dealing with our power, man. Okay, our power is through Yahweh. You're not gonna get, as an Israelite. Why do you think these niggas is getting gunned down in the streets? Niggas is losing, man. Trying to play, Esau's role, man. Trying to deal with the sword, live by the sword. You guaranteed to be checked out, man. If that's the way you live. Okay, we fear one Yahweh, man. We fear the Most High, man. All right, that's what causes us to do this. That's what makes brothers go out on the line. That's what makes brothers, do their videos. It's a form of fear, man. That fear that Yahweh could just take your ass out, man. Some brothers is absolutely lacking that fear, man. You have forgotten. Okay. For people for Akim who want to be part of that 1/3 and who haven't turned back yet, man, you better get with it. Because the gates of mercy are closing, judgment's being handed out all over the earth. All right, mass judgment, especially amongst the heathens, right, and Israel, for that matter, I should say, more or less, especially amongst Israel, man, catching hell, man. Okay, and soon the other nations are going to be right along with them. Okay, it's not going to take very long. I think this is Job 7:14, man. "And thou scarest me with dreams, and terrifiest me with and terrifiest me through visions." Okay, so my soul chooses strangling and death rather than my own life. And a lot of Jake, we get into that point, man, where Jake, the prophets of the world, all right, the elect of the world are seeing things, man. Even the heathen are having dreams that terrify them, man. Of everyone's having visions and thoughts and dreams of the end times, man. I've had a couple myself. Just seeing the destruction and people suffering and people getting lit up and dying and being in that situation, being in dire straits, man. All right, to the point where you wake up and you're like, damn, man. And it almost makes you numb to the things that you're gonna have to deal with. The Most High preparing your mind for the trouble you're gonna see, man. And for these Edomites too, man. Some of these heathens are having visions and dreams of the end, man. Okay, and the end is nigh, man. I know that's something maybe niggas want to laugh at it or scoff at that idea. Hey, man, all the nations of Valley or Salakia are gathering in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, man. That's an end time prophecy. All right, this is Daniel. This is Daniel 1:17, and it reads, as for these four children, Yahweh giveth them knowledge and skill in all learning and wisdom. And Daniel had understanding in all visions and dreams. All right, and the Most High is the one who's putting this vibration out, man, into the world. That's why you having people having visions and dreams of the end, man. And to the prophets, the Lord gives the spirit to break down and decipher what you're seeing, man. All right, just like how you read the scriptures and it starts to make sense to you. As the elders constantly say, you have to be able to visualize these things. right? You have to visualize the words and you know, maybe the time period, what was going on, the who's being spoken to, the nations involved. And you know, I was just simply speaking with someone today who's like, man, I have no interest in history, and you know, I've always been a history buff. I think a lot of it just is stuff that was passed down to me. I've always taken an interest in history because first and foremost, it's important. Which, but in our society, you know, in America, especially in America, um, history is not taught correctly, and it's pushed in a manner that it automatically makes people disinterested. And because of that disinterest, man, you got a lot of ignorant ass people who don't care about history, don't know about history, and are repeating the same. That's why America's falling like Rome was falling, man. Because people don't generally give a damn about the things that happened in the past. All right, and you know, the scriptures roughly paraphrase that there ain't nothing new under the sun. So Esau's doing the same shit, failing the same way. All right, and you know, it's just funny because the Most High, he's just mocking these niggas, man. He's just mocking Esau. Uh, Khan. This is second Daniel. So, or this is Daniel, the second chapter, Salakia, uh, and the second verse. Okay, and once again, you know, break Daniel being given that ability from the Most High, as many of the brothers are now, to decipher this, you know, dreams from and visions and scripture. All right, and then the king commanded to call the magicians and astrologers and the sorcerers and the Chaldees. All right, Edom, for to show the king his dreams. So they came and stood before the king, and the king said unto them, I have dreamed a dream, and my spirit was troubled to know the dream. And then spake the Chaldees to the king in Sirach, O king, live forever. Tell thy servants the dream, and we show Salakia, and we will show the interpretation. The king answered and said unto the Chaldees, the thing is gone from me, and if ye will not make it known unto the dream with the interpretation thereof, ye shall be cut to pieces, and your houses shall be made to dunghill. But if ye show the dream and the interpretation, and ye shall receive of me gifts and rewards and great honor, therefore show me the dream and the interpretation thereof. They answered again and said, let the king tell his servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation of it. The king answered and said, I know certainly that ye would gain the time, because ye see the thing is gone from me. But if ye will not make known unto me the dream, there is but one decree for you. If ye have prepared lying and corrupt words to speak before me, till the time be changed, therefore tell me the dream, and I shall know that ye can show me the interpretation thereof. All right. The Chaldees answered, and Salaki for reading this down. It's just kind of bringing me to the point, man. The Chaldees answered before the king and said, there is no man upon the earth that can show the king's matter. Therefore, there is no king, lord, nor ruler that asks such things at any magician or astrologer or Chaldee. And it is a rare thing that the king, Salakia, and it is a rare thing that the king requireth, and that there is none other that can show it before the king except the gods, whose dwelling is not with flesh. All right, and these are heathens having this conversation. All right, for this cause the king was angry and very furious, and commanded to destroy all the wise men of Babylon. All right, wicked man. And the decree went forth that the wise man should be slain, and they sought Daniel and his fellows to be slain. Basically, man, let me jump down a little bit. What was I? Con 20. Going down, just reading down to 20. All right, because Daniel's gonna break something down anyhow that just explains what the point is. All right, this is second Daniel 2 and 20. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of Yahweh forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. He changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise, and knowledge to them that know understanding. He revealeth the deep secret of things. He knoweth what it is in the darkness, and the light that dwell with him. All right. essentially, man, being said, man, the Most High is the one who's in charge of the changing of the guard, man. All right, so Esau's demise is biblical, man. Okay, the fact that he's going down is scriptural, and that the Most High is doing it because he's the one who set us up kings and removes them. Esau Edom is nothing without the Most High's power, man. The Most High is allowing them to be the whooping stick. All right, and that time is coming to a swift end. All right, and the Most High is revealing that to the prophets, man. All right, we are actively watching the changing of the guard happen, man, as Esau descends out of the power seat and Jake rises to it. Okay, because hey, man, Esau taking L's everywhere right now. Even in if you're a fight fan or a fight sports fan, man, these Edomites are getting exposed all over the planet in every way. I mean, you just had Esau's Great White Hope, Funky Ben Askren. If you're into MMA, for brothers who follow that sort of thing, he's 19-0. You know what I'm saying? Proud, actually, kind of resembles Alexander the Greek in a lot of ways, and his proud ass got knocked out in 5 seconds, the fastest knockout, of all time in mixed martial arts, or at least in the UFC. All right, by Jake, by Mnesite. By a so-called Cuban, knocked him out in 5 seconds, man, and that just goes to show you, Esau, man. It's just another example, simply of how quickly, man, Edom is being made irrelevant, man. Women don't find you all that attractive when you the guy getting knocked out in 5 seconds, man. All right, and you got short pink meat, and your power's failing you, your dollar's failing you. You know what I'm saying? Your birth rates are low. It's over for Edom. But let me get back into this here. This is Daniel's 12:1, and it reads, "And at that time shall Michael stand up in a great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people." Okay, thy people, Yahweh, personal pronoun, thy people, and there shall be Salakia, and there shall be a time of trouble, Jacob's trouble being spoken of, such as never was there before, Salakia, such as never there was a nation, even to that time, and at that time that people shall be delivered, every one of them found written in the book. All right. As many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And that time where the Jacob's trouble is going to be fully upon Jake. All right, you will be in want and in nakedness of all things. They're going to present you with that great temptation, as in the chip. All right, and all these things are being made in the world now, man. All right, with that Neuralink thing, man. Fuck all of that. All right, you are not to take the mark, man. Don't take that damn chip. Don't take that damn Neuralink. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be involved in any of that, especially if you want to be found written in the book. Because if you do the opposite, you'll be written out of the book of life, and that's not what you want. Especially if you're a brother who you say you want to be part of the 1/3 or a hopeful elect member. All right, let that sizzle in your soul. I got one more Slakia, and I think I'll shut this one down. So I'm going to go to Acts. Salakia, I was actually trying to go to 2:17. This is Acts 2:17, and it reads, "And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith Yahweh, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh." All right, which is why you have these brothers seeing things, as well as Israelites and heathens alike, man. "And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old man shall have dreams. And Salakia, and on my servants and on my handmaidens I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. And I will show wonders in heaven, above the signs, in the earth, beneath the blood and fire and vapors of smoke." And these things are taking place, man. The chariots are being spoken of. You got people who have seen so many chariots that now, it's almost common knowledge that people are so aware of the chariots that Esau has to speak on it now. Esau has to address the chariots. They have to talk about these extraterrestrials All these things are coming to light with the Space Force and this and that and the next. Esau is being made bare, man. And the Most High is showing wonders all over the earth. All right, he's visiting the earth with tempest and storm. That Jacob's trouble is not only upon Jacob, it will soon be consuming Jacob. All right, there will be Israelites that are dying by the thousands, the hundreds daily. Okay, because the Most High is not playing. He's coming back. All right, time is short, and because time is short, Esau, being the devil that the Bible speaks of, knows that his time is short and going to come upon Jacob with great wrath. All right, I hope that this video was somewhat edifying. With that being said, I would like to say, first and foremost, all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors unto the elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of Israel, whether you can accept that or not. All right. And to all the Akim out there who are pushing this word, truth and sincerity, my fellow laborers who are putting their lives, freedom, and livelihoods at risk. To you, brothers, I say shalom. To all the Akim out there who are listening and learning, continue to do so. Pray without ceasing. And shalom. Abagabal.